I was quite frustrated at the choice to make this Team Sonic command truck the flagship of the summer 2025 LEGO Sonic Wave releasing August 1st, but it has since appeared in a Tails Talks episode, making it canon. Does that make this set any better at its $70 price with 747 pieces? This was sent to me early to review by LEGO. This is a trope of a vehicle that we've seen from LEGO of a command truck and also a party bus. Command trucks are usually for police. Party bus we've seen as recent as Despicable Me 4 sets. I find the color scheme particularly interesting, where we have that white and blue that you would expect with Sonic, mixed with streaks of orange and yellowish orange to mix in Tails. That actually is pretty aesthetically pleasing if you ask me, and how this is trimmed from the exterior all around to the other side. The feature to open up that center section works pretty flawlessly, and I love how smooth that is and how easily that fits into that middle section. In the center, we have a small kitchen, which is actually a pretty decent kitchen. I like the sink build and the top part with these cabinets right here, or you could look at them as shelves, ranged to the right. Over here, we have a Chaos Emerald on a pedestal and a little bed, I'm guessing for Tails, just judging by those colors. And then to the left, there's a device on this pedestal, as well as a bed that I'm thinking is for Sonic. And both of those can lie atop of their respective beds. Anyways, moving up to the second floor, we have my favorite part of this set, which is this Chow Garden reference. It's a TV screen print of a 2x4 tile for the Hero Garden from Sonic Adventure 2. That's amazing. I mean, I spent hours, days even, of my life inside that area in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on GameCube. So that's super cool to see that specifically captured there. Love that print, and you can move that TV screen back to back with its build. There's a game console to the right that looks like a PS2, which wouldn't really make sense because Sonic Adventure 2 was not on PS2. There's a controller at the top right there and a Chaos Emerald, which in the official pictures, they show the Chaos Emerald being used on this ping pong table as a ping pong ball. I'm not entirely sure why. I do like this little ping pong table. It's a cute and simple build, one that's very effective in capturing what it's trying to go for despite its limited pieces. And then there's some speakers at the top right here. To the left, there's ping pong paddles, which are also a really cute little build right there. And I guess that's on another gaming console, possibly. That's really it for that center interior. At the exterior of that center part, there's this design for a tile launcher. Basically, you load in 1x1 circular tiles and you could shoot those far. I'm not sure what liquid they're shooting right there, some transparent yellow liquid. That blaster is pretty adjustable. Then to the right, there's another secret interior section, which has a play feature to it that's quite fun. Basically, by pushing back on this part... that was weak. Let me try that one more time. That's better. And yeah, Tails fits on it inside that compartment if you want to launch it with him on it. The design for this small vehicle is nothing special. I mean, there's some massive raking going on, which is how those wheels are positioned. But not too much else to show with this small vehicle. There's a print that we've seen before in the middle right there on that 1x1 circular tile. And I like how that serves as just an extra storage space if you don't want to put the vehicle inside there. That's pretty neat. Regardless, at the back of the vehicle, we have the first of the two copies of this lovely 1x3 tile that says Green Hill 1991, reference to when Sonic was first released, which was 1991 on the Sega Genesis. That's super neat. And yeah, that's also found at the front. I'm glad you get two of those in the set. And there's another print that I didn't notice at first, which has a little spin dash emblem. That's adorable, and you get an extra copy since that's a 1x1 tile. As for this front section, it also very easily removes so that you could put a minifigure in the front to ride that. If you put Tails, his tails actually do not get in the way, thankfully, just with how this section has extra space at the back. And that works really well. As for details at the roof, you could see there's some lights at the top right here. And I like how this is all smoothed out. Really nice to get these corner pieces, which I don't have too much of. But I like how this looks good even from that top angle right there, and it's not just studs showing. Metal Sonic was first introduced in a set earlier this year, which is the Cyclone set for $35. This is double the price, and we're getting him once again. I mean, it's a lovely figure, don't get me wrong, but I would have preferred a new character, where it seems like we're so low on new characters in the Sonic line. I love the new headpiece that they introduced with this figure, which really gets the design of him perfect. The torso and legs, I know a lot of people complain about wanting a different style. I like it for what it is. The dual molded arms look fantastic, and the side arm printing. It is weird there's no dual molded legs though, and that's quite annoying. The design of the head has such an interesting aspect where there's a neck hole at the back where you could put Metal Sonic in flight mode, which is awesome if you ask me. I love that feature, though it is funny when you have that same design standing up where, yeah, he just has a huge hole in his neck right there. It's really meant to be displayed from the side. The Sonic minifigure is one we've seen since 2023, which is not as common as I expected. I mean, it only came in 3 sets. You have the boat set, you have the cheapest Speed Sphere set from 2023, and then the Eggman robot set from 2023. But yeah, you have some back torso printing for those extra spikes right there. The molded head that was first introduced with Dimensions back in the day, but this one has that print that I was just talking about in those 3 sets. And you got some nice dual molded legs with some side leg printing, which I do appreciate as well. This set has a return of Tails with the winking face, which only appeared in the boat set from last summer, which was, what, $15 cheaper than this set? I love the Tails minifigure. I mean, this was a dream come true in 2023. Love the dual molded short legs we have going on there with some printing at the front. Also love the Tails attachment, which has a rubber design to it and attaches at the top of the legs right there. And one of the 2 exclusive badniks of the set is Catakiller, which is really the only true exclusive badnik because this has an exclusive face print, which you could see at the front right there. Just kind of a perfect design, in my opinion, for that character. I love how this is built. It's built in such an interesting way using those action pose pieces in gray. And it's another simple but extremely effective build. I love how they round it off with those dish pan top pieces. Nice adjustability to that front head as well, where you can move it side to side. Very cute if you ask me, and a great little build. And I could say much the same with Burrowbot. I mean, I really like how this is built using some simple pieces in a very creative way. There's no exclusive prints. I mean, those 1x1 eye prints have been used in other sets before, from my understanding. But I do like how you could rotate this figure at the base all around. You can move the arms up and down on both sides. That's really neat. As for the head, you can also move the head side to side. But yeah, I love how they use this larger dish pan piece, as I call it, at the top. And that kind of covers some of the eyes. And that's like another perfect encapsulation of the badnik from the games. The unicorn horn for the nose right there. And once again, some raking going on with how the bottom wheels are built, where you can see there's a little bit of a slant going on there. Yeah, creative build if you ask me. As usual, when they release a Sonic set that isn't based on anything from the games, I'm pretty hard on it initially. It's something that happened with the boat set from last year. But like the boat set from last year, once I build it, I'm like, okay, this is a solid build for what it is. I actually have quite a lot of fun with just how the play features of this work, whether it be the launching feature or that whole interior, which is one of the better interiors of these command centers, where, like I said, it's close to some of the party buses LEGO has released. The price for this at $70, I don't think is terrible either. Yes, I would have wished to have more minifigures, but this has a good price for piece ratio, and honestly, yeah, it's about the size of a $70 set nowadays. The minifigure selection is very frustrating. It seems like this theme is allergic to giving us new characters, and to reprint Metal Sonic from what might be my favorite set, or I think it definitely is my favorite set of all the Sonic sets in a while. That one that came out earlier this year, that was half the price of the set. It's very frustrating. You could have used this opportunity to maybe give us a character we haven't gotten before. And to get the same expressions for Tails and Sonic is annoying too. Albeit, those are rare expressions, and Metal Sonic is a rare character. I like the Badnik builds quite a bit. They're simple and effective, which is what I could say with a lot of the builds in this set. My favorite part, though, is that 2x4 print of the Chow Garden, but I do have a bias there. That's like my favorite thing from any modern Sonic game is the Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Gardens. With all things considered, I'd rate this one a 6 out of 10. It's a high 6 out of 10 and is closer to a 7 than a 5. There's some frustrating aspects with the figures, but the overall design, while nothing from the game, is a lot of fun if you ask me. Is it something I would like to display with the other sets? I'm not entirely sure, but it works for what it is. Let me know what you think of this set in the comments below. Am I too hard on this set, or am I too easy on this set? Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary and honest LEGO reviews. Thanks again to LEGO for sending me this early, but I have to make clear that did not influence my opinion on this set. And I'll see you later. Seriously, you subscribing, liking, commenting helps so much with the algorithm in this channel. Peace out. Bye.